Remembering JasonDavidFrank and his massive influence on Power Rangers. JasonDavidFrank, the actor who portrayed Tommy Oliver in numerous appearances across the Power Rangers franchise, has tragically passed away on November 20. Since his debut in the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Frank quickly became the face of the franchise. Even after 29 years since the series' debut, most fans would associate Power Rangers with Frank's portrayal of Tommy Oliver, a character he played for 5 seasons from 1993, not to mention his many appearances in subsequent shows. If the Marvel Cinematic Universe had Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark, Frank played a similar role in the Power Rangers' nearly 3-decade history. He was not only a regular fixture on screen, but also a common and welcome sight at fan conventions across the world. Frank has helped create a ton of memorable moments throughout his 200-odd appearances across multiple Power Rangers shows. Here are IGN Southeast Asia's top 10 Tommy Oliver moments in Power Rangers. Green with Evil. The entire multi-episode introduction of the original Green Ranger as a foe and eventual teammate of the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is still a major highlight of the first season, and arguably the story arc that cemented its popularity in the 90s. It was a bold move for the first season to portray this sort of storyline to its young audience, but it was only the beginning of Tommy's character development, including his relationship with Red Ranger Jason as seen in the episode Gung Ho, and his budding romance with Pink Ranger Kimberly throughout the first 3 seasons. The White Tiger. As stated in the first season, Tommy's Green Ranger powers were not meant to last, and he sporadically lost them in the second season. But Tommy wasn't done yet, as he was bestowed the powers of the White Tiger Zord, complete with a new weapon and Zord. This was also the beginning of Tommy's role as the leader of the Power Rangers, following introduction to the new Red, Yellow, and Black Rangers. Tommy would also face off against Lord Zed as the White Ranger, and even meet the Masked Rider in the franchise's first crossover episode. Tommy's double billing. Tommy Oliver also appeared in 2 theatrical films, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, and Turbo, a Power Rangers movie. Both movies share a similar theme of the Rangers receiving more powerful upgrades to their arsenal against a mighty new threat. Both films presented new challenges for Tommy and his team to face, with the first movie seeing Tommy coming to terms with the death of the Rangers' mentor, Zordon, while Turbo saw Tommy fighting his former teammates, Jason and Kimberly, who get brainwashed in the movie. Zeo Ranger 5. For the first 3 seasons, Tommy Oliver was the 6th Ranger, an archetype that originated with the Green Ranger and persists to this day. Typically, it is the Red Ranger who is the team leader and de facto main character, while the 6th Ranger is more of a mid-season bonus. So Tommy's appointment as the Red Ranger in Power Rangers Zeo has in some ways quelled the debate about which Ranger position was best. Nevertheless, this season saw Tommy breaking up with Kimberly, finding his long-lost brother, slipping into evil once more, and fighting alongside the Alien Rangers in an epic crossover. Shift into Turbo. While Tommy debuted as the Red Turbo Ranger in the movie, he continued his adventures in the eventual TV season. This is also the season where Tommy Oliver finally graduates from college and will earn his doctorate later on. What is notable about this season is Tommy and his teammates passing off the torch to the next generation of Power Rangers, with Tommy giving his Red Ranger powers to T.J. Johnson, the franchise's first African-American Red Ranger. Forever Red returned. For the 10th anniversary of Power Rangers, it was only appropriate to celebrate the franchise in a massive way. This came about in the episode Forever Red in Power Rangers Wild Force, where 10 Red Rangers teamed up to fight the return of the Machine Empire. Tommy naturally returned, spearheading this team and recruiting the various Red Rangers. His predecessor and successor TJ also made a return in an episode filled with impressive special effects and martial arts maneuvers. Bring the Thunder. Forever Red was merely a prelude to the return of Tommy Oliver as a full-time Ranger on TV. Now known as Dr. O, everything has come full circle as we've now seen Tommy Oliver going from evil minion to Ricky Ranger, team leader and now a mentor figure like Zordon. Creating an arsenal of the Dino Thunder Rangers, Tommy mentored the Red, Blue, Yellow, and eventually White Rangers of the season, joining the fight as the Black Ranger. While he did not get a Megazord of his own this time around, Tommy displayed his expertise in paleontology and even helped White Ranger Trent give up his evil ways. Rise Lord Drakkon. Tommy Oliver's dark side has always been an interesting facet of the character, especially since he was introduced as a major villain at first. The Boom Studios comic book adaptation looked to explore this further, with Tommy Oliver turning into the evil Lord Drakkon. This alternate universe version of Tommy Oliver sought to steal the powers of other Rangers from across the multiverse in the Shattered Grid story arc. Lord Drakkon instantly became a fan favorite, appearing in subsequent video games. JasonDavidFrank even portrayed the character in live action for a special advertisement. Boom Comics comeback. Needless to say, these new comic books became a new cornerstone of the Power Rangers franchise and opened the possibilities to many varied storylines across the many different continuities of the various seasons. Tommy Oliver received his own comic book series called Power Rangers Soul of the Dragon, which explored the character as an aging hero as well as his relationship with his son, JJ Oliver, who eventually becomes the Green SPD Ranger. The Master Morpher. From here, we can see that JasonDavidFrank's Tommy Oliver has a legacy that no other Power Ranger or even anyone with the Japanese Super Sentai series has ever had. From his multiple Ranger suits and colors to his legacy permeating every inch of the franchise, Tommy represented the series every step of the way. He led the charge in the legendary war in Super Megaforce, came back with his new Master Morpher that allowed him to morph between his many different forms in Super Ninja Steel, and even led a crossover with Street Fighter in a special online short film for the game Legacy Wars. With his passing, it is sad to think that we're never going to see Tommy Oliver in the franchise again. Especially since the 30th anniversary next year will see the return of many familiar faces from the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Hopefully, we'll see a true celebration of his legacy next year in some shape or form. Power Rangers Amy Jo Johnson shares tearful tribute to late co-star JasonDavidFrank. Power Rangers star Amy Jo Johnson dedicated 3 songs to late co-star JasonDavidFrank in an emotional 17-minute video. Amy Jo Johnson is remembering JasonDavidFrank through music. The Power Rangers star dedicated a heartfelt tribute to her late co-star who died at age 49. A representative for Jason confirmed his passing to multiple outlets on November 20, though no official cause of death has been publicly revealed. In an emotional 17-minute Instagram video posted November 21, Amy, who played Kimberly Hart, the original Pink Power Ranger opposite Jason's Green Power Ranger, spoke with fans through tears on how she's been mourning the actor's passing. "I've been thinking about all of you guys, sending you all love," she said. "I hope anybody out there who's feeling depressed or sad or lost or like there's no other way, just know that there is, and please reach out for help." Sharing that Jason always really liked her singing, Amy performed a powerful ballad about standing by a friend, singing, "If you ever want to see me, you know exactly where I'll be." Amy shared, "It's really hitting home today what happened and that he's gone." After singing 2 more songs, Amy concluded by reaffirming fans that everything will be okay. "I know how much you all meant to Jason," she said, "and it sucks, but we're all going to be okay." A day before sharing the musical tribute, she penned a message on social media about Jason's passing, describing Jason as beautiful and truly unique. Amy accompanied her post with a throwback selfie of them together in front of fans. "My life just won't be the same without your frenetic, hilarious, caring, driven, and creative ball of energy," Amy captioned her post, "I will always love you, dear friend. Please rest now in peace."